We are taught that we are individuals, that we make our own choices, that we write our own stories. But what if we are not the authors? What if we are the inheritors? What if the most important decisions in our lives were made before we were born? This is the second file from the Silent Archive, a case file on the bloodline, on the transmission of power, knowledge, and identity through families, on the secret that is never spoken aloud. Who you are is not an accident, it is a legacy. Welcome to Mysterious Encounters. Last time, we explored the unwritten rules, the laws that are never recorded, because they are never meant to be challenged. Tonight, we explore the bloodline, the families that carry knowledge, the families that pass on power, the families that hold the keys to the Silent Archive. This is the second episode of the Silent Archive, and it begins with a simple question. What if the most important inheritance is not money, but memory? Every family carries a story. Some stories are told, some are hidden, but the most powerful stories are the ones that are never spoken aloud. They are the stories that are passed down in silence, in gestures, in expectations, in the unspoken rules of belonging. These are the stories of the bloodline, the knowledge that is not written down because it is carried in the body, the knowledge that is not taught because it is lived, the knowledge that is not shared because it is inherited, and those who carry it do not always know they carry it. They simply feel it, a pull towards something, a memory of something, a knowing of something that they cannot explain. Now we must ask, how is power transmitted through families? It is not always through wealth, it is not always through titles, it is through knowledge. The knowledge of how the world works, the knowledge of who holds the keys, the knowledge of what is expected. This knowledge is not taught in schools. It is not written in books. It is passed from parent to child, from mentor to initiate, from generation to generation. In the most powerful families, this knowledge is guarded. It is the silent inheritance, the invisible legacy, and it determines who rises and who falls. Some families are aware of their inheritance. They know that they are carrying something. They guard it carefully. They call it tradition. They call it legacy. They call it the family way. But beneath the words, there is a deeper understanding. They know that they are not just individuals. They are part of a line that extends back through generations, a line that will extend forward through their children. They are not the beginning. They are not the end. They are a transmission. But the bloodline is not only a gift, it is also a burden. Those who carry the silent inheritance also carry the weight of it, the expectations, the obligations, the unspoken demands. They are not free to choose their own path. They are bound to the path that has been laid out for them. They are not free to make their own mistakes. They must uphold the legacy. They are not free to forget, because the bloodline remembers, and the bloodline does not forgive. Now we return to the Silent Archive. The bloodline is one of its most important entries, because the bloodline carries knowledge that is never recorded, the knowledge of power, the knowledge of survival, the knowledge of belonging. It is passed in silence, in gestures, and expectations, and it is more powerful than any written record, because it is lived, it is not abstract, it is not theoretical. It is carried in the body, in the mind, in the soul, and it is passed from generation to generation until it becomes invisible, until it becomes the air that the family breathes. The bloodline is the most powerful form of transmission because it does not need to be written, it does not need to be taught, it is carried, it is lived, and it is passed on whether we know it or not. The Silent Archive is not a book, it is a lineage, and the question it asks is, what are you carrying, and what will you pass on? The Silent Archive will continue next time. Episode 3. The Initiation. We will explore the moment when the silent knowledge is transferred. The moment when the outsider becomes the insider. The moment when the unspoken is spoken. The archive is never closed, and somewhere a transmission is happening.